Shumai, and welcome to Two Welsh Dads, the podcast where two proud Welsh fathers talk life, parenting, and everything in between. I'm Stefan, and I'm joined by my fellow dad and friend, Glyn. This is our 6th episode, so grab a cuppa and join us as we share who we are, why we do this, and what you can expect from the journey ahead. Shumai, Glyn.
6 episodes, Shumai, da iawn ni.
6 whole episodes. We're doing this. Let's get in there.
Wow. Where's this going to end up?
Fame and fortune, my friend. Fame and fortune.
Wisdom.
Understanding. And everything in between. Just like the intro said. Everything in between.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking, have I had a good week? Have I had a good week? It's been okay. No ups or downs. Fairly average. So I can't complain, really. How was yours? All good?
Roller coaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Emotional roller coaster of a lot is going on. We'll go into details yet because it's kind of one of those that I'm not verbalizing because it might not come to fruition. It might not happen.
Right.
Yeah. It's about buying a house. Anyone out there who has experienced that process of going, you don't want to get your hopes on it, but you also need to be in the game to win it. So in it to win it, but also not feeling too
emotionally attached to one property.
Yeah. Balancing act.
It's tricky. Actually, I feel like I've got a weird way of compartmentalizing certain things. So I won't get too attached to a thing, like a house or something. This is all a lie. I would 100% be very attached to a house. Depends on the individual circumstances and that particular house. But yeah, I get it. I totally do. It is tricky. Balancing act.
It's maybe another thing, because I feel like I'm not attached, but I definitely know deep down I'm attached.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hit you with a mindful moment to make you feel better?
Hit me. That's what we need. Get in the game. Whatever's going on.
Whatever is going on in your lives at home. Maybe you're feeling a little stressed out at work. Just take 2 minutes. Let's have a mindful moment, and let's take our let's get rid of all of our fears and anxieties. So I thought I'd do a guided breathing session with you. It takes 2 minutes. So welcome to this mindful moment, everybody. Let's take a deep breath together. So inhale slowly through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold gently. Now exhale through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in, filling your lungs with calm. Pause for a moment. And breathe out, releasing any tension. One last time. Inhale peace and good feelings. Hold. And exhale, letting go of everything. Notice how your body now feels lighter, calmer. I feel better. How do you feel?
It's amazing. I always feel like it definitely relaxes the shoulders.
We're going to do a couple more. Just get a few more in, get a bit more relaxed, ready for the session.
Get those reps in.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good.
Breathe in reps, breathe in sets.
No pain, no gain. Keep breathing, guys. So hopefully our listeners at home / viewers are feeling more relaxed and comfortable. Wherever you're listening, whether it's your car or your sofa or you're listening to this in bed.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Okay, so you've had a bit of a tricky week then. Where are you planning on moving? Or is that under wraps?
Probably under wraps, but it's hey, if I give it the context without giving specifics.
Okay.
Recently moved back from Scotland, back to Wales, Cymru, Nôl i Cymru. Ar ôl teimlo y hiraeth, after feeling the hiraeth, the drawback. And when we planned that move, I and you are from a vicinity that I loved as a kid, and even more so when I was an adult, Brechfa Forest.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Fun place.
So it's in the vicinity of Brechfa, but in the
Oh,
6 months, I've
oh,
started to like get detached from that place again and go, oh, probably never going to happen. And then there's something that I'm like, oh, it could
this is
happen.
it. This,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I don't want to raise your hopes up even more, but for our listeners at home, Brechma Forest is world renowned for both rally car driving and also mountain biking.
true.
Have you been on the biking trails?
I have. I
I've,
I do enjoy mountain bike.
I've only ever been there once, and I had a great time. Really cool place.
Mm,
I had, good memories of going up to Brechma Forest with probably you as well. You were probably there with Gethin as well. He was driving, rally carring around the. I don't know if it was the main stage or whatever, but it was definitely
it's a
forest.
lethal activity. So
Oh, I mean, definitely didn't do
on
that
roads, on the
on
roads, right?
on the roads of Brechma.
On the roads.
So yeah, totally legal, totally legal. Yeah, so I get it. Good
So there are
place.
plenty of roads, and also there's some actual they call it B class roads, the permissible routes still. You can still drive on them, but even though they feel like forest roads, they're still you can still drive um
Oh,
cars and motorbikes or whatever on them. So I forget what they're
B
called.
class road.
Motorbikes. Hmm?
B class roads. I never heard of that.
I feel like they're even more unique, like a like bridleways for horses. There's routes that are off road by
Yeah.
today's standards, but they're still classified as roads.
Oh, okay. So
Like
like
off-road mountain and Land Rovers ever use them.
right, like a Ford. You know a
Yeah,
Ford?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love a Ford.
Yeah.
Love a Ford. Yeah.
I'm
I
more of a
remember
Vauxhall
going
fan.
over. Huh?
I'm more of a Vauxhall fan, to be fair.
Nice. Good car joke there
Joke.
for the car fans out there. Yeah. Funny story about a Ford. I remember going over one and my mother saying, "Quick, lift your feet up." And gullible old me was like, "Oh, okay." Oh, in case my feet got wet.
Oh.
True story. True story.
Another funny story. When I was a kid, I don't really remember. You don't remember the specifics, but maybe the emotions stay with you.
Yeah.
My dad drove across a Ford in a Fiat Panda, a black Fiat Panda. I remember that much, probably because he told me the story. But I do remember the sensation of it picking up a
Yeah.
storm and it just drifted. Probably was only
What?
millimeters, but it was storm and it probably
Scary.
shouldn't have gone through there. And luckily the engine was still running and we got out of there. But
Whoa.
yeah,
Could
I do
be.
remember the sensation of the car just shifting a little
Oh
bit.
man, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Scary for a kid. Also an adult. I'm sure if that happened to me now, what do I do in this situation?
Foot
Just think of
down,
it as a
foot,
huh?
foot down.
Foot down. Yeah. Think of it as a learning curve. Now you know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. You've been through that experience and you've learned to put your foot down.
If in doubt, go flat out.
If in doubt, go flat out. I was trying to think of something funnier to top that, but no, can't do that. Can't do it.
Jordan lawr,
Foot, yeah, tro de lawr.
Jordan
Tro de
lawr,
lawr.
foot down.
Foot down. Well, it's good that you mentioned Brechfa Forest because I thought we could talk a little bit about nature today. So do you have any favorite Welsh spots to take your children?
Favorite Welsh spot.
Ah,
So, I think the age group my children are at, there is there is different levels of parenting, and
okay,
there's spots that I love taking them, but it takes more
effort.
effort.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
there's some nature spots that are easy. And for me,
Oh
a
no, that's good.
beach
Yeah,
is easy.
beaches. Yeah,
Beach is easy. As long as it's not raining, maybe
yeah.
you can put a windbreak up.
Mm.
A beach is easy.
I
Beach,
find a beach.
easy win.
a beach with children can be hard though, because they can
Really?
get
We're
sand.
opposite.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the sand getting into everywhere and potential of getting crabby for the children. If they go into the sea, they'll be cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, the sea is different. But if you just stay
Okay.
on the
Just on
beach,
the beach. That's
yeah,
fine then.
yeah, the sea, I agree. There's an element of they're going to complain that they're cold and wet. But if you stay on the
Yeah.
beach,
Okay.
my
Beach is
experience is my children, it's like a sand pit.
okay. That's a
My
good way of
kids
putting
love
it.
a sand pit, but
Yeah, I
don't
understand.
find sand pits out in the wild. They
Yeah.
exist, but very rare.
Let me tell you something about where you're living right now. One of my favorite places is where you're living right now in Pembrey. I
Pembrey.
remember going cycling with my father to
Mm,
Pembrey. He used to work as a lecturer and used to have the summers off. And my mother used to work. She used to work as a nurse and she used to work night shifts. So I remember going, just me, my brother, and my dad cycling for hours on end around Pembrey. So nothing but good memories there. And I've even taken my children to Pembrey, and it's a good park they have there. Really fun park. Have you been to the park?
hasn't everyone? I have exactly the same memory as
You?
my dad and my sister. Although he didn't, well, he did have the summers off actually, but I always remember him finishing work after school, and we go down Pembrey in the evening cycling.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. They got the same memory.
Yeah, Pembrey special. Is there a specific part of Pembrey?
I can remember going there as a child, and I remember they had a magic show going on. I don't quite know the location, but it was like a sort of like a stage place with little seating. And I
Mm.
remember going there as a child and being quite enamored by everything and cycling, and just doing fun outdoorsy stuff, going through the woods, going exploring. Pembrey's got a lot of history as well.
That's
The whole World War II, they used to pack ammunition there, I believe, or test bombs there, I believe. So you can still see the old bunkers there. They're still around. I don't know. You need to go exploring there. I need to go exploring. We can make a video of us going around the old places in Pembrey. That's actually a really good idea. Um, where else? I think it's just the general feeling and memories of it that live on in my head.
mm.
Have you
What
got a
about
specific
now as a dad? You,
now as a
you
dad?
as a dad as opposed to your childhood.
Um, so are we talking about do I have good specific memories of this?
Where would you take your kids to access nature now?
Okay, so I live in Barry, which it does have nature areas. So we've got Porthcurry, which is a wonderful place.
Yeah.
You've got the sea there, Stone Beach.
Mm.
They've got a park there for the kids.
Rockpooling?
Um, kind of, yeah, yeah, I'd say Rockpool. And also Barry Island. I know it's not so much nature, but you've got the beach, you've got the Nap, two very beautiful places. And also just down to the park. We've got a park quite close. They've got a splash pad there over the summer as well,
Mm.
and that's a lot of fun. So those are all easy wins for being a dad, taking them there because they're all very close.
Yeah.
They're all very accessible. They don't cost much. I think none of them. I think you might have to pay for parking in Porthcurry, but it's simple and it's close to nature as well. Um, yeah. What about you? You mentioned about the beach? Anywhere else?
Beach. So is it? I feel like there's gradients first, like per age, and I feel like beach is toddler area, and then
Ah, yeah.
I remember cycling when I was older, and probably maybe like 3, 4 years time, cycling will be a cool place to go.
Auckland will be good.
Because when I remember Pembrey as cycling, Calipos in the like shop and toboggan.
Oh, I also remember the toboggan.
Calippo?
Calippo, I'm sure I did. It's not a core memory,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
sure I probably did. Tobogganing, though, yes.
Yeah.
Lots of good memories
It
on
could be
there.
another ice cream, but I always remember Calippo, I bike riding and toboggan were probably like a guaranteed at Pembrey.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
It's like Tenby. You'd always have like a cheap pound
Chips.
shop sort of
Yeah.
item, and then you probably have an ice cream of some variety and a packet of chips.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you have Tembi as well.
Do you
I
not
haven't
have
really.
Tenby? Are you more of an Aber?
I'm more of an Abed guy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's only because I got, I did have family there. Um, so yeah, we used to go to Aberystwyth quite a bit too. Walk the pier, go up Constitution Hill,
Yeah.
kick the bar at the end. Yeah, loads of good memories in Aberystwyth. Also, my grandmother, she lives in a village just outside of Aberystwyth called Cnwch, and oh my gosh, what a beautiful place! It was like a small holding, and it was covered in forestry and just hours of playing outdoors in the trees and
Mm.
making dens. Yeah, those are good times. I remember as well when my grandmother did die, and sorry to break the mood a bit,
Mm.
but I remember we were emptying out her house and we did a big bonfire out the back. And I'm talking big, really, really big bonfire.
Imagine so.
And that was loads of fun. It was, from a sad memory to a good memory. But yeah, Aberystwyth was one of my other places, one of my old haunts growing up. They had a pool, I remember, on the pier, literally on the pier. They don't do that anymore, but that was always good. They used to have donkey rides there. I remember my father pushing a bus as well. And as a 4-year-old kid, thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing in the world."
Beast mode.
You- When I say pushing a bus, there was like I don't know if you've seen one of those
Your
buses
dad
with all.
was Aberystwyth's strongest man, wasn't he?
Wow. Yeah, back in the day. I think there's a few of them. I think there's a few of them pushing and pulling it. And yeah, I remember seeing
Wow.
that and thinking, wow, how cool is that guy? I want to push a bus.
Mm.
Yeah, that was really good memories, actually. Really cool memories looking back. I'm gonna go up to Aberystwyth more. I'm gonna take my kids to Aberystwyth more.
Mm.
Something I need to do. Have you taken your kids to Tenby?
Yeah, this year. This
You
year.
have.
Yeah.
You have.
But
Yeah.
my ancestral home is Llanelli, Pembrey, Buryport.
Yeah. So you've
Good
got,
one.
you've got ancestrally ties, ancestral ties to
Yeah.
those areas. I guess just like me then, up in
Yeah.
Aberystwyth,
Yeah. There's
which
still
is
loads of family around Buryport, Llanelli.
yeah. Yeah, I like Buryport. I like Penclacwydd. Have you been there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember cycling to Penclacwydd once from Pembrey?
And Mumbles.
Mumbles as well. Didn't we cycle all the way to Mumbles once?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Cycled
we
all the way.
we did, didn't we?
Men-
Gosh,
Mental.
that was 50 miles.
I don't know, but it was a full day.
Yeah, we were fit back then, though. We
Yeah.
were really fit at one point.
Mm.
No. Well, you are still, with all your running and what have you.
Will be by next year. You can
I
join me?
think I should. I think I need that kick up
Yeah.
the bum. Okay.
To all your followers.
Huh?
Do it for all your followers.
That's right, guys. I'm gonna need motivation. So in the
Take it
comments,
down. Level yourself up.
oh, level yourself up.
Accountability.
Ooh, that's all I need is accountability.
Oh,
What are you thinking about running? Half marathon? Full marathon?
full marathon.
Yeah, I feel like a full marathon might be too much.
Is that what
You
you're
know?
telling all your followers?
Oh, well, I think you should all reach for the skies, but also manage your expectations.
I'm not asking you to do an Ironman.
Well, that's okay then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do you want to do an Ironman?
The year after, we'll
You, is that your plan? Oh my gosh, no way. Oh man, you're leveling it up in all sorts of ways. House buying, Ironmans, um, I don't know,
Ah.
all the good ways.
Yeah,
Maybe I should take a leaf out of your book. Sign me up for that full marathon. I'll do it.
do it.
This is me publicly saying online I'll do it. I'm back
Wait.
down now. full marathon, bro. That'd be cool though.
It's March, so
What?
you probably should start like training
What?
now.
When?
March. I think it's March or April. March. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
No, it's gonna be April. April.
April's okay.
Loads of time. Loads
Well,
of time.
I, you know what's weird? Yeah, with running, I
Yeah.
know it's going to sound like,
Easy. Easy.
well, you just keep running and
One
don't
foot
stop.
in front of the other.
That's basically it. I know it's, obviously much, much harder, but just don't stop.
Just don't stop. Don't die.
Just don't stop and don't die.
Yeah.
When you think about stopping, you just don't stop.
Yeah. And when you think about dying, don't
Just
die.
don't die. Just don't die. That's simple.
That's
I
it.
remember doing I remember doing the Llanelli half marathon and thinking to myself, wow, done something quite cool. So I'm assuming you'll get a feeling of
Have you never done the Cardiff half?
never done the Cardiff half.
No
Never,
way. Oh, what?
never.
I thought you'd done the Cardiff half.
No, never.
Wow.
I know. I know.
You
I've not
should do
lived.
that maybe before the marathon.
Well, I would, but I'm assuming that either all the places have been booked up or it's been done already.
It is a fun half marathon. Really fun. I say
Yeah,
that it is fun. It is actually quite fun.
I'll have to do that one day.
Yeah, it's quite
Okay,
nice.
sign me up for that too.
Get him
I'll
a
be
place, followers.
it's, thanks, followers.
Send,
Thanks, followers.
send him some tickets.
Great. Well, okay,
One, two,
full
three.
marathon. That'll be
Yeah.
cool though. Okay, I'll be able to tell people I've done a full marathon.
Going back to nature, beach,
Beach.
forest is also good. But do you have a a food that you go and like get from nature with your kids? Blackberries,
Ooh. Um,
apples.
Nothing specific that I can relate to or correlate to the location.
Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming you do.
I only say this because this year, I think it is, yeah, it's literally this year. This year, I have rediscovered cockles.
Cockles. Ooh,
Cockles.
delicacy.
Well, they're everywhere in Carmarthenshire.
Oh, it's like tick for Carmarthenshire right there.
Well, Carmarthenshire, Pembrokeshire, they're very much on the coastline. And I kid you not, kids love grabbing them, picking them up.
Okay.
And secondly, they have chosen them over chips.
Oh wow. Wow.
No.
That's that's a good thing, you know? I'm
Mental.
assu I'm assuming it's just protein. Maybe
Well, we do cook them in butter and garlic, so garlic butter cockles, but
that's nice.
amazing.
Oh, okay. So you do that with the beach-based
Blackberries,
things. Blackberries.
apples,
Gee, you've got all these cool food memories.
yeah. Well, it's only this year, probably this year. Oh no, blackberries. I
Oh,
remember picking blackberries for the last
just
few
thought
years.
of one. I have thought of one. In
Yeah,
my grandmother's house, there
yeah,
was a sandwich shop very, very close by. And I remember from my grandmother's house into town, when
yeah.
she moved into Aberystwyth, you'd pass this sandwich shop, and I remember always having a ham sandwich. So yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But there's no new memories that I've created, food-based ones with my children.
Got it. Get on
On
it.
it,
Level
good.
up.
Leveling up my food-based things. Okay,
Yeah, they're good ones. Blackberries. I'm
blackberries.
surprised because I can't, probably since the kids have been one, you can't walk past a blackberry bush at this time of year.
Yeah,
Impossible. They just like stop and then just gorge.
gorge away,
Yeah.
gorge away.
And
I'm
they
afraid
know. That's the thing that I'm amazed at. They know the good ones. They leave the red ones and they get the really ripe ones.
they've been watching you. That's why
I know
they've
it's
learned.
amazing. Yeah.
They have learned. I don't think I trust blackberries around where I live, though.
Mm,
You see them growing wild, but it's in a polluted area, and
maybe.
dog pee.
True. Yeah, especially at their level. Lower.
Yeah, you gotta steer clear of those.
True. Yeah, that's a
So how
bit.
Do you feel like being in nature is good for your mental health then?
Um, I love nature. I
Yeah.
always have, and I always will. I have only started to appreciate um nature in a real, you know, I don't know what it was for me was I love being outdoors and I love like adventure. That's
Yeah.
probably the word I would have used pre-children. I loved adventure, but
Okay.
that adventure would be outdoors, obviously. And now it's not so much I wouldn't use that word. I would use probably nature now. And now, instead of like just traveling through it, adventuring and finding cool things, it's I could probably just sit, but purely because I have younger children. You just sit because you can't move very much. You
Yeah.
sit and you appreciate the stuff within, I don't know, a couple of square meters and just really look at it and get to know it at a level that I don't think I knew at school, nor did my parents, and I'm really fascinated with that.
Ah, really? You don't think your
Yeah.
parents were aware?
Maybe they were, but I didn't pay attention. Maybe they
Mhm.
weren't aware. I think as all of us, we've kind of been detached a bit from nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting segue. Well, it's not a segue, but I remember growing up and being in nature with my parents, and they would say, well, my dad specifically would say, "Wow, isn't this great? Look at this." And he would specifically point out certain things like, the air is so clean here. You can smell the pine. The sea smells nice. All of those things where I would, and I remember stopping and taking it in, and I remember breathing in that air. So I think, yeah, maybe just take a second next time you're out there, say, "Hey kids, smell this air, smell this clean air," because I don't know, maybe it's going to be one of those long-term memories that they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Do you know
Maybe.
five native trees?
Do I know five native trees?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't want to say them out loud, but do you?
On, go for it.
No, I'm afraid I might not know five
The
native.
follow-up question though. So this is the that's the precursor that
Oh, okay.
probably can do five.
So we've got oak,
Yep.
we've got pine. Is that
Yep.
native? No.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah.
I know there's maple here, probably not native.
Not native. I don't know that, but I don't think it is.
Um, okay. You've got the Christmas trees that like to grow. Those are
They're definitely not native.
so native has to be something that's been here
From
since
yeah.
day one.
Day
Uh,
one. Day one.
birch,
Whatever you believe. Birch.
birch, birch,
Yeah.
and I can't think off the top of my head. How many have I said? I think I said five.
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
Oh, birch. Maybe. Give me a clue.
No, this isn't me to like putatively. And now name them in Welsh.
Verwen,
One.
sycamore withen, pin. Sycamore withen is a sycamore tree.
Is
I didn't
it?
mention that. Is
Where
it?
does
Yeah.
this go with then?
Sycamore withen, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's native, but I'll give it to you because that sounds right.
Pin, coed yn afal.
I think one. I think that's
Nailed it. Um, Verwen.
named
Um,
that already.
uh, are you looking it up?
No, no, I'm just like a no. Sycamore we then is a word. Yeah, yeah.
Good. Okay. Did I pass your test?
No, you well, you got three in both.
Okay. You said three, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Passed.
nailed it. Yeah, sycamore isn't native to the UK, which I didn't think it was. But so you got three in English and two in Welsh, if we count Coeden Aval.
I think we all do.
Uh, no, this is the precise
What's your
this,
point?
like how detached. You don't even know the names of things. I don't either. I don't either. Like you
Yeah.
point to things and go, "Oh, it's green."
Yeah. What about ducks?
Ducks. What do you mean ducks?
So say you walk around a lake, you have a look at a few ducks. Would you be able to name the
Do you
duck?
know Do you know the
What,
name?
Ian? Give me five duck names. See how you like it. And now five Welsh duck names.
I think there is only one.
Go on then.
What? Oh
Go
yeah.
on then. Ah, you've got your Malark.
No, I don't think there is. I think there might be one native
Mallard.
breed of duck. They move, right?
You're thinking of geese.
I think ducks historically did as well. I'm gonna I'll look it up. Look it
Ducks,
up.
ducks historically migrate. Geese do, don't they? Have a look. Viewers at home,
Yes,
type.
ducks migrate seasonally.
Okay.
Yeah.
But going back to your point, yes, it's you wouldn't you wouldn't know the names, I guess. Would
Why?
you? Why? Because you you're enjoying it. That's why you're
Do
enjoying.
parents know the names?
I'm sure my dad would.
Yeah, maybe. But
Yeah,
it's maybe like a generation before. I reckon grandparents would know a bit more.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I guess they wouldn't be able to name all the Fortnite characters either.
exactly. Which is more important?
Exactly.
Do you find Fortnite more relaxing or nature?
I don't play any video games. Never, never, never.
You know,
I haven't got time for that.
uh, do you not find like there's something really internal, relaxing about being out in nature though?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's like within us at a genetic level or an intuitive level.
What I find when I'm walking in nature
Yeah.
is how relaxing it is and how calming it is and how anxiety fades away in nature.
Why do you
As
think there is?
opposed, why do I think that is?
Yeah.
It's because the polar opposite is stressful lights. You've got sounds, you've got cars, you've got pollution, whereas all of that is removed in nature. You're in the greenery, you're in the peaceful, calming sounds of rivers, streams, and just the smell. It's a feast for all the senses, as opposed to the barrage of light and noise and uh, anxiety that urban settings have.
What's
Thanks.
the names of trees?
I, I feel like I probably do know them, but just at this very point, because I'm feeling under pressure.
I'd be intrigued if you did, because I didn't. I really did not know, and I still don't know many. I know a few
Okay.
now, but really don't know that many. And I was shocked at how little I knew.
Yeah.
Forget it. I don't think
Oh, sorry. You got the ash, haven't you?
ash,
Ash, silver birch,
silver birch, classic.
hazel. That's another one.
You know, silver birch is really oily and it's really good for starting fires.
Bear grills in the making. Oh, another thing I like to look at is, well, maybe not so much now. Ray Mears. Do
Oh
you
yeah,
remember Ray Mears?
yeah.
Yeah, living the dream out in the bush, making fires and stuff. Every young man's dream, or young lady's dream.
Do you do that with your kids?
No,
Yet? Maybe it's good.
maybe
Might
in
not
the
yet,
future.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's a definite possibility. Maybe not now though, as you know, language, words, and stuff. Get the
You
basics out
don't
of
know
the
the names of trees.
way.
I want to know their names before I burn them.
True. We should learn the names of the grass too. There's different types of grass, right?
There is probably not that many native.
Probably not. Did you know bamboo is a grass?
Yeah, makes sense, but definitely not native.
But if it was, how cool would that be? Native bamboo?
still around.
I thought of a business idea. It
Yeah,
involves bamboo.
yeah,
Basically, I've got bamboo growing wild in my front garden.
yeah,
Just do a little clippings,
yeah,
and sell them, you know?
definitely.
Just they grow back really quickly.
They do.
Um, Easy money. Easy
Easy.
money. So do you think kids today spend enough time outdoors?
Um,
Yours probably do.
I do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, mine do.
Yours do.
Mine do.
Do mine. Mine probably don't.
They don't.
Well, yeah, it's not so much that they don't. Um, they spend a decent amount of time outside.
What do you reckon? Like after
Oh,
school,
well, sorry. As opposed to when I was a child, I was always outdoors. So
oh,
yeah, huge, huge, huge difference.
what do you
But
reckon the difference is? Why?
why? I think maybe might be wrong. Maybe at their ages now, I probably wouldn't be outdoors as much, just because they're a bit younger. Maybe when I was a bit older than they are now, I would have been outdoors more.
Mm,
But living in a more urban setting, you've got more dangers around, and I fully encourage play, being outdoors, and I really do want that to be a thing. More playing, more having fun outdoors. And this is what the play team at Cardiff Council all say.
yeah.
I go to the meetings quite often, which I'm totally on board with. But the thing that they don't realize is just the level of crime and just general degeneracy that there is in the world these days.
Mm,
So, for example, there's drug dealers around, and there's
mm,
kids carrying knives. These are all serious, serious things. So, yeah, I might have to move back to Carmarthenshire
maybe.
one day.
What? Well, again, don't have to answer, but what are your kids doing if they're not outdoors?
Um, well, whatever they want, really. I say whatever they want. It's going to be some sort of structured play. My daughter's always playing with the Barbies. I think my son would probably watching YouTube clips. I know this doesn't sound great. He's probably going to be watching TV, or he's got a Switch as well. Also, not great fathering, I know. So yeah. But that being said, I want them to be outdoors, and they do. We've got a fairly safe back garden where they can just go out and play.
Mm,
So they do that. They've got a slide and a swing. So yeah, they do go out quite often, and I do try and encourage that as much as possible. But yeah, and also I really am genuinely want to limit their screen time. Not that I think a bit of screen time is bad. I think too much obviously is terrible. But yeah, what about you?
it's
I'm
a
assuming.
it's quite a challenging question, really, isn't it? Because
Right.
there's part of me that thinks you got to do what you got to do within the realms of possibility, without judgment.
Okay, with
So,
you
you
so
know,
far.
if you live in a 10-story flat,
Yeah, exactly,
you know,
exactly.
so there's that level of going, I'm not gonna be here and go, oh, you need to find a forest.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know, right? I know.
And
And
then I'm also going, there's probably a really important, I'm definitely not against computers because that is the future, that is where we are, and understanding those is important. It's a balance in there, but also having, you know, play can be, if they're cooking with you, it's more than just being outdoors. It's
children learn through play.
Yeah, it's also like just you can have the same effect at being playing together indoors.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's probably that's the key is that they need their like independent time, but they also need their you need to play with them. And it doesn't have to, obviously I can see the benefit, but then you can't always have the great outdoors.
One thing I find really great is the fact that my children play together. And they
Yeah.
play, oh, it's so nice to see. And you can tell it's a great way for them to not only learn new skills, but also to get along with each other and with other people, because they're learning all sorts of things like communication skills, how to ask for things, how to be polite, how to get the best out of other people. All of these wonderful skills you can learn through play.
How many minutes, hours do you designate to pure play with your children without like any distractions? How many
Oh,
minutes do you reckon you can do that uninterrupted?
I it's a good question because I don't think there's an allotted time per se,
Mm.
but there's always times when I would go out of my way just either to see how they're doing and play with them. And I know with my son at this age, it's so much fun. I get to play wrestle him and just play fight him and all those fun things to do. I like to tickle my daughter. She'll do a little cute giggle. I'm all for it, but in regards to time, I couldn't put a time on it per se, but I would do it
Mm.
as much as possible.
I heard, and I quite like it. And again, I think it's a bit of a figure that I use to ensure that I try and avoid distraction as opposed to on their part. But 20 minutes uninterrupted, you give yourselves to them totally. They get to design the play, they get to tell you what to do, they get to like rule it, and that's like quality dad time. And I think
Ooh,
that's quite a special gift.
ooh.
It's not always possible. I think
Mm.
it's a really nice guideline.
It is, it is. Like you said, the practicalities might not be the best, but I also feel like you give that time in other ways as well. For example, driving them to a kids' party. I'll be there chatting with them. They'll be sat on the front seat next to me. I'll give them extra special attention. Walking to them in to the either to the school or to the shops. I'll be holding hands with them, saying, "Ooh, ti'n edrych ymlaen I ysgol heddi?" And then walking them home, you'll say things like, should have ysgol, beth wyt ti 'di cael am cinio? Um, so yeah, I feel like there's other times. They might not have to be specific allotted play times, but you're going to be showing your emotions and you're going to be showing and explaining to them during other periods, I guess. But
Yeah,
maybe you
present.
being present. But I quite like your idea of giving an allotted time just for playing.
Yeah, it's not always the case, but it's kind of a nice guideline, I think, of just
Mm.
setting yourself no distractions, no like
Yeah.
cooking dinner, no thinking about the next thing you have to do, just giving yourself.
You sometimes find there's not enough hours in the day.
I think it's really hard not to get distracted than the next thing that you should be
Oh
doing.
yeah, I'm with you there. I
Yeah,
am with you there
because
because it's in the back.
ultimately that's my biggest hurdle, which is
It's
why I
your
like the 20-minute rule because
yeah,
I would be like playing and I'm like, oh, I should probably put the dinner on or oh, I should probably start getting the pajamas ready or run the bath. But
yeah. It's in the back of your mind, isn't it?
yeah, it's like, right, 20 minutes. This is happening.
So I think you've stumbled on something here. I feel like a lot of dads out there, so all of you listeners and viewers, you're probably aware that there's not enough hours in the day, like I said. So I think it's probably a good thing to try and make this time. I feel the same though. I always feel and I'm always thinking, uh, maybe I should be doing something else. And also, I know this sounds awful, but sometimes it's just really boring.
Yeah,
You know, the games they play,
yeah,
and you've got to play Barbie for the 10th time in a row.
yeah,
And then she says to you, well, Daddy, you're not doing it right.
yeah,
How am I supposed to play Barbie? I've never learned. I didn't have a sister
yeah.
growing up.
True.
At least you have some more Barbie experience.
I'm a pro Barbie player. Oh,
Yeah.
give me a princess set and I am.
Oh, man. I don't mind princesses so much, but it's just Barbies.
Yeah, just bring an action man in as like a boyfriend or something.
She wouldn't like that. She wouldn't like. It's got to be Ken.
Oh, okay, got you, got you.
Little Ken. Yeah, but even then, she'd be like, "No, Daddy, you're doing it wrong." Kids, aim. Comment down below if this has happened to you, or is it just me?
No, it sounds like a thing. Uh,
No. So have you got any tips for getting the family out and about more?
Um, well, it's the same as everything in that. There's not enough hours in the day, so you got to make that time. If
Yeah,
you truly think it's important,
yeah, you do, don't you?
it's the
Uh,
same as,
Exercise, you've got to
yeah,
make
same
the
as
time.
exercise. It's the same as I spoke before about like finances. It's about making time to have those decisions before it gets to a point that it's a shit show. It's running
Mhm.
it like a business. You don't have meetings going, oh, well, that didn't go well. It's like, right, this is coming up. Where we're going to give our time. So it's kind of like having the the discipline to go, whatever happens, I am going to say no to everything else, and I'm going to give this time to this. And also, when you do give, because it doesn't have to be nature. It doesn't have to. I think you have to be present. And to be purely present, you have to get rid of all distractions, and that is throwing your phone out the window, locking it in a box.
Mm,
It's telling people I'm not available on Sunday. It's having the discipline to say no, which is really hard.
it is.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you are right. You are right. Amazing, by the way. That was really good. I really liked what you just said. I'm gonna just take it from my personal perspective, and sometimes, and again, this sounds awful, but sometimes I find my not only my mental energy but my physical energy from, let's say, a day's work. You
Hmm.
come home, you're basically tired, but then you've got to cook food, and then after food, you've got to clean up, and basically it's bedtime. How do you do then?
How do you find the
How do
energy?
yeah.
How do you normally make energy?
Is this that time? Is it like when you said you start up and do exercise and you feel more energetic? How do I normally make energy?
It's one of
Sometimes
those things. Yeah, it's same as kids play. All right. When I found find lethargic, I don't know if you watch Bluey.
I love Bluey.
Yeah, okay. There's one episode that's jumping into my mind now, where Bluey's feeling lethargic and doesn't want to do anything, and so is Bandit, Bluey's dad, and I've forgotten who's the mother called.
Um, I just call her mom.
Yeah, mom. She is she's suggesting a dance competition, and they're
Nice.
just like not giving it anything.
I do like Bluey. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then after like a few songs, they like Bandit's into it and he's dancing, and then Bluey's still not into it, and they put Bluey's favorite song on, and then she's bouncing all of a sudden.
Um,
It's the same as like when I've felt lethargic dancing with the kids that they're still in an age. I'm not saying this is going to work with teenagers, but they're still in an age that like you do that and you get something out of it. You do something active with them and you get something out of it and you get some energy and you even just laughing. I still have a 2 year old that whenever I can make him giggle, it makes my heart melt and I just get filled with energy of just fun.
yeah.
So
That's that's good. That's good advice.
whenever
What
you
which
just like hide up and just give in to the tiredness.
okay.
Sometimes it's all right, but as long as you don't do it all the time, then there's ways of like just going, right, we're gonna go for a walk, and 90% of it will be fun and 10% will be absolutely shit, but that's just standard.
That's true. That's true. I do find though a part of it has to it comes down to maybe a bit of self-care because you want to be the best version of yourself for your kids.
Yeah,
So you're gonna need to have a rest sometimes. So I think don't be too hard on yourself either, you
no,
know, because like I said, it's a learning curve. Nobody's perfect. It's okay to be lazy on the couch sometimes. You don't always have to be, playing with them. You just know that they're gonna be okay.
maybe that's what becoming a parent is. You become more self-aware of where you're at, and if you can actually harness that self-awareness, it's a
Maybe.
superpower.
Hmm. Whew. Harness your self-awareness, guys.
Mm.
We'll do here first. How would you harness your own self-awareness?
It's going, I am feeling tired, but it's like really tired. So today's a TV day.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling tired because I had my boss shouted at me, and actually what I need to do is do some sprints or have a dance or do something fun. And I know in 10 minutes I'll forget everything.
This is good. This is good advice you're giving me and the world. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
that's kind of the self-awareness of there.
No, I didn't. I
I'll
haven't
never
meant.
get it right every time, but
Look at
it's
you. You've got such good advice. You're really leveling up.
learn up.
No, I think this is really, really valuable stuff you're sharing because you are right as well. Managing your self-awareness. You've got to know when you're tired. You got to know, just like that song. You got to know when to hold them.
That's
Know
one of my
when
favorite songs.
to
Yeah,
yeah.
for
Know when
parenting.
to walk away. Know
Know
when
when
to
to
run.
run.
Ah, just got to count your blessings while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough
Exactly.
for counting when all the chips are done.
That is a
Something.
good song for parenting. I do sing that actually.
Okay,
Uh,
it works. It kind of
but
works.
you know yourself the best, and you know your kids
Yeah,
the best.
exactly.
So you can
Exactly.
make the decision, and you know when
You know
your
when
kid,
you know when you're tired. You know when you need to have
yeah,
a break, and you
when
also know
your
when the
kids
kids
are
need
tired.
time with you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I think also, guys out there, new babies, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Things will work out. It's gonna be okay.
yeah.
Know when to run away. Know
No,
when to. Well,
I
you've had.
think is the
So again,
most. What's the most important thing you can do as a dad for your kids?
just to love them. I know that's a cliche answer. You're gonna be there for them. You're gonna be present for them.
Maybe it's the wrong question. What's the most important activity you can engage with your kids?
Oof. Again, oh, I don't know. It depends on their age, I guess.
Yeah,
I always thought maybe doing some exercise with my son that would be quite beneficial, both physically, mentally, and it'll be a good bonding thing. He's a bit young at the minute, but I feel like exercise is a good thing.
not your daughter.
With my daughter too, but she's younger still.
Got you.
But she's she's in the Barbie phase. She wouldn't want to do fun running with me.
Hmm. What
Young
about
lady,
role
I've
as
got
a
a
librarian?
say again.
What about your role as a librarian?
Love reading to them.
Yeah.
That's a yeah. We read. I try and read to them as much as possible. I do like to read to them. It's really cute as well. They cuddle up in bed. It's one of the many joys of being a dad. Just having that. Oh, that's another thing. A lot of these things I'm just doing without even thinking, and specifically allotting time to. So yeah, I guess
True.
that's yeah. It's yeah. Love to read to them. That's always fun. Do you read to them?
Love reading to them. And I also love, I'm always amazed at how much they love reading.
Yeah, it is nice to see.
Yeah,
It's nice to see them.
it is. It is a really nice time. Yeah, it's a nice moment of also when you feel guilty, when you feel like you're not doing your best, it's taking appreciation of those things that you do.
Also, I feel like it's a win as well, like an easy win. I've done something good
Yes.
for them. I feel like they're gonna learn, or at least pick up some words or learn some phrases from the book. And I know it's so small, but these things add up over time. Just like that 1% rule, you get 1% better every day.
You make up stories.
I have done. It's more books related.
Yeah.
Do you make up stories?
I tell them real life stories. So
Oh, do you?
you probably come into them so now and again. But
Nice.
what I love is probably this year they both started telling their own creative stories.
Whoa, that's
And 1.5-year-old stories are
oh,
just well, it's from almost nothing, and now he's starting to integrate things that I'm just like,
oh.
I can't wait to see where this narrative is.
Oh, that's cool. That's
But
nice. Yeah.
he has this like rhythm as a story. It's just the one
Did it? Did it?
which I
Did it?
love.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
that's
like,
cool.
Rar, Daddy, Mommy, Rosie, Andy. Rar. Yay!
That's cool. You have to encourage more storytelling from my kids, you know? I'll let them do some of the work, am I right?
Get them in the earth.
Well, I like to sing to them. I sing to them all the time.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
I
Got
like to sing.
nowhere to hold.
I'll sing whatever. I'll sing absolutely whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever's in my head, and they'll pick it up. They'll
Mm.
pick it up. My son, I remember singing, "I'm walking on sunshine." Whoa, when he was like 1 years old, and he was
Yeah.
singing it, and he could pick it up really quickly. It was really cool. Kids today, eh?
So I asked you, what's the most important thing you can do as an activity for your
Mm,
kids?
good
The other two
activity.
questions is, what's the most important thing you can do for yourself as a parent? And what
Hmm.
can you do for your partner?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to this because I'm still learning.
Tune in for next episode.
It's the most important thing. Well, I guess the most important thing you can do for yourself is to manage your expectations as a father, to know when to, just like the song goes, you got to also be self-aware, just like we spoke earlier about when you're tired and when you need to have a break, because you can't be on all the time. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. I think burnout's happening quite often now. So you don't want to be, don't want to be burnt out, especially for your kids. You don't want them to see you like that. Best thing to do for your partner is just to share responsibilities and to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, I'm more of a doing the dishes guy, which my wife doesn't like, and she likes doing the laundry, which I don't like. So, you understand who's good at what, you balance it out, make it fair and even. And well, what would you say the best thing for your partner would be?
Best thing for you is probably, um, for me, it's probably appreciating what you do and putting intention into what you do so you really appreciate it. I think putting intention into it, like I'm going to spend this time, really helps you go, I did that and feel good about it. It's like I'm going to run 5K and then doing
Yeah,
it makes you feel better. If you do 4.5, you're like, I didn't do it. So putting intention into what you're gonna do, and like I'm gonna take him for a walk, and I'm gonna teach him about this tree, and then you teach him about that tree. Putting intention into what you're doing is really a beneficial way of getting something back. For your partner, I don't
it's a,
know. Other
it's a
than
tricky one.
like
Mhm.
communication is really important. I think the having open dialogue about how you're feeling is also really important. Not just the practicalities. Maybe that's it. Having an open communication about your feelings. Yeah, do that,
Yeah,
and then the rest will come.
I feel like there's a lot more we could discuss about, you know, things to help our partners. Maybe we could go into that more in another episode
Mm.
because it's something I haven't really thought about. If
Because
I'm
it
being honest.
changes as well. Like breastfeeding's over now for us, but
Yeah.
that was very different to now, and it probably will be. It'll evolve, right? So yeah.
Okay. Well, should we finish off with some mindful moments? I say mindful moments. I haven't prepared anything for today's mindful session at the end.
Shall we go for another thing that we are proud?
Let me do something quickly before we do that. I'm going to give you five quick fire questions, and you basically just have to answer the first thing that comes into your head.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Let me think. What makes you happy? Quick,
Um,
quick, 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 quick.
time.
Time. Time. Time makes you
That's
happy.
what came into my head, all right?
Okay. Okay. What makes you sad?
Rain.
Okay. What is your favorite food?
Pasta?
I like pasta too.
Uh,
Okay. What's your least favorite food?
oh, that's a hard one. Fennel.
Fennel. Fennel. Okay, last question. Remember to answer as quickly as possible. If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
Um,
Quick, 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 quick. Just for the viewers at home, I was hoping he'd be like snap, snap, snap
no.
with the answers. It's tricky.
Yeah, it is really
Okay,
tricky.
let me just, can I change it? It's going to sound a bit dark, but if you were to die tomorrow, what is the one thing you would regret?
You know my life, though. I'm living life on the edge.
Yes, you are.
Like, it's not the right person to ask, to be honest.
What would you regret if you were
Like,
to
I
die
just
tomorrow?
do as I wish almost.
Well, that's good though. You kind of answered it. You've
Yeah,
kind of answered it
there's
by
gotta be something, but I really try not to. I don't know. I don't really have it.
you don't have any regrets if you were to die tomorrow.
I'm very good at reframing things that maybe were unsuccessful as a lesson. So, what's the most recent lesson?
Forget about reframing it. Forget about that. If you were to die tomorrow, there's no reframing it when you're dead.
Something popped into my head. Nothing's popping into my head.
Fine, that's okay. We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Or okay. I would, I would, be better at nutrition.
What? Okay, okay. No, that's a sensible one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's more like yeah, I'd be
broader.
more consistent with nutrition as
Well,
opposed.
that's good. But I feel
Yeah,
like
that's pretty good.
I was hoping for something deeper, but no, that was good. That was good.
No, nothing really popped in my head. I quite
Right.
yeah, quite like everything thus far. But yeah, no, everything has worked out. So
Good. Good. Good.
do I get to ask you now?
No. Sorry, we don't have enough time for that now.
No, 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 no. What makes you happy?
My kids?
What makes you sad?
No. Traffic.
Mm. What is your favorite food?
Um, I'm gonna say spaghetti, pasta. I'll say pasta.
What was the question before the last one?
I can't tell you. Sorry.
Yeah, just that's the last one then. If you were
Oh,
to die
what was your
tomorrow,
what was your least favorite food?
what was your least favorite food? I didn't get. Oh yeah, I did get that. What's your least favorite
That's
food?
struggle.
Good enough. Good.
It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. I don't know. I don't know. What is my least favorite food? There's some foods that I wouldn't say I've got a least favorite one. I just some certain things I don't like as much.
Yeah.
Uh, okay.
Same. I like food.
Yeah, I like most foods. I'm gonna say fennel too.
It's kind of a weird. The thing that popped into my head was not very nice food.
Yeah.
When
Like,
you get some food that was just like
hmm,
it's terrible. Why did I eat that? Why
why,
did I pay 30
why
quid
did
for
I
that?
buy that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wish I'd
normally like highly processed, terrible stuff that you buy somewhere. It's just like that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth
yeah,
praise the
yeah.
money, getting fat for. Oh, they're the
It's,
worst. I hate those meals.
I had a toxic waste sweet, those little
Oh
toxic
yeah,
waste. It
yeah.
was horrible. I don't know why
Yeah.
my
They've
son.
changed. Everything's changed since we were a kid. It has though. Like actually at a like ingredients level, they've changed.
Yeah,
So that's why they taste different. But
yeah,
anyway, what if you were to die tomorrow, what would you regret the most?
there's a few things. I think mainly I would have worked on getting fitter at a younger age. So maybe when I first started university with you, training harder in the gym, getting my nutrition right. I would have also considered starting a business at a young age. I would have invested more at a younger age. I'd have probably gone into Bitcoin if I could have done that back then.
Right.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds I would have put into Bitcoin. I would have probably invested in other things as well. Yeah, mainly things in hindsight. But yeah, obviously I don't know is the honest answer. Those things are, irrelevant. If I were to die tomorrow, I don't think I'd care.
So you'd be dead.
I would be dead. Yeah. What would I regret?
Someone
It's
else's problem.
someone else's problem. Well, yeah, that is true. Unfortunately.
It's true.
Uh,
Very
yeah,
true.
it is. It
Very
is
true.
true. Uh, so,
Your your regrets are like I feel like you could separate them as almost like controllable regrets and then uncontrollable regrets.
yeah, you can, 100%.
Like investing in Bitcoin, you had nothing in your life that
You
would
didn't know.
have
No,
been able to make you go Bitcoin. If you'd met someone at university, it was like, mate, you
boys,
need to
no,
invest.
boys, no. Just like those people.
No,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that's a regret.
And
That's like,
even then, I'd probably be very, skeptical and say,
no.
magic internet money. Okay,
Anyone
well,
at university or throughout your life who's like, you need to invest in Tesla or something.
I
No,
didn't believe
Amazon,
it.
mate. That's gonna kick
I
off.
don't know. Yeah, would you have done it back then? I don't think I would have.
I wouldn't have had any money.
I wouldn't have invested anything. No, I
Do you have
wouldn't have.
money to invest?
Nothing.
I didn't have money to invest.
No.
It's would you
Yeah.
regret your partying?
Do I regret my partying? Not
Yeah.
particularly. No, I wouldn't have. It was fine. It was, probably a waste of money and
Huge
bit
waste of money, but I don't regret
of,
it.
I don't no, I don't
No.
regret it. I don't think looking back at a good time.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, it wasn't bad
I'm
at
bad.
all. I
No.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Mm.
Probably, if anything, I wish I did a bit more. So,
Yeah, that's probably going to be the biggest regret. When you're actually on your deathbed, you're like,
yeah,
I wish I did more.
I wish I
More
did more. I wish I did
partying,
a lot
more
more.
just more. As you age, you care less about what other people think,
100%.
and by the time you're at the age of not caring about anything, and you're just like, I'm just going to do it. It's too
Yeah.
late. And if we could have
What
that
would you do
mindset now, wouldn't that be magical? I've just
what
got.
would you do though if you could have that mindset now?
I try my best, but it's still hard
Oh,
because it's
I
still
don't know what I would want to do if I had that mindset.
probably the stuff that you don't even think about, like, oh,
I'd buy a house.
skinny dip in the sea.
Hmm. I don't think so.
But have you done it?
No.
That's
No.
the sort of thing that I feel like on your deathbed, you're like, ah,
I
wish
wish
I'd
I did.
jumped in
I
the
guess it's
sea
the things
naked.
you don't really think about doing.
Yeah, it's the stuff that are totally out there. Oh God, like, oh, I wish I'd gone on a road trip to
Exactly.
Harlech Castle and
Well, actually, yeah. I wish I did travel more. That's a
yeah.
good point. Maybe, actually, we should probably think about something we'd like to do for the next episode and then do it.
Are
Oh,
we
wait, maybe the marathon could be one of them. Maybe on our deathbeds, we'll be like, I'm glad I did that
I
marathon.
do want to do that. I don't want to do an Ironman yet. It might change, but a marathon is one of those I do want to do.
I,
So
I don't feel like I really want to do a marathon, but I feel like I should,
it doesn't
personal
have
growth.
to if it's not going to be on that deathbed, but I do feel like it's one of those that's always intrigued me. It's kind of the pinnacle for me of, but then
Yeah,
wait on the pinnacle, you know?
well, there's always something better.
Yeah.
Ultra marathon.
Yeah, I don't think that would
Yeah,
be,
they don't
that's
sound
too
cool.
stupid. I do
I
hit a
You
level,
see
but
those
not
people doing
crazy.
ultra marathons? They've gone into that sort of, this is all I care about mode. This is all
Yeah,
my.
yeah, that's not me. I do like dabbling in lots of different things. I'm a very eclectic person, so I feel like that's a level there, and then I'll move on.
Yeah, do something different.
Yeah, like kayaking the channel.
Okay, well, that's cool. No, that's good. Different things. I
Didn't
need
the
to think.
Scottish people, the three Scottish brothers, row the Pacific between somewhere in Australia? Was it South Africa and Australia?
I don't know.
We can't have the Scots having that.
We can't. We'll buy a kayak, row the world. We'll row the world. Okay.
Um, So a couple of foods for thought for the next episode is one thing. that you want to do that you'd regret? And secondly, what can you do for your partner? And that's
Also, I feel like last episode we agreed to think about something for this episode, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. I think you did say you'd remind me.
no, we said we're going to make like a journal, but we haven't done that yet. Well, I don't think we promised to do that. That's still on my list, but we haven't promised to do it in the last episode.
Okay. After this episode, there's only 4 more episodes.
We'll do
Unless we do more.
journal
Unless we do
after the
more.
next episode.
We'll do 20 episodes then. Keep going.
Only if we reach 1,000.
Make it happen, guys. No, we shall
If we
see.
reach 1,000 followers, Stefan will skinny dip a marathon.
Skinny dipper marathon. Okay. Nude marathons.
That's probably a thing somewhere.
Probably there's some weirdos out there.
He just does something like that.
Do you remember the Cardiff naked cycle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever done that?
I've never done that,
Is
no.
that on your bucket list?
Not really. It's
I
only
can't
ugly
see
people.
that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
I think there's something around nakedness that we could probably tap into, but probably not.
Where are you going with this? Do you remember in university when our housemate Anton, who, for reference to the viewers at home, was quite a big guy? I remember he was not threatening, but he said, "Right, guys, I'm going to show you my penis."
Maybe he's just years ahead of us.
Probably was.
Probably
Probably was. You're going to do a live penis show in front of everyone.
But you just think of old people, and
I don't
when I
care.
say old people, I feel like our kids describe us as old. But when you think of an old person, you think of very comfortable, just doing whatever, including changing rooms.
Yeah, I'm still nervous in changing rooms.
So at some point you unlock that level, but how do you unlock that level?
I think it's just time. You just don't care after a while. It's
Yeah,
just give it time. I still care. I say I care. I care less now. I would just, have a towel. I'd cover up or just change, look at the other direction
yeah. Have you ever been to another country where it's totally normal?
to be naked.
Yeah,
Um, I think, well, not really. I went to France fairly recently, and you had to wear these either speedos or really, really tight shorts,
yeah,
and that was fine. That was
yeah.
fine. I was okay with it. I didn't care.
No, I would I go as far as saying I think I might prefer them these
Oh,
days.
really? Why? Any particular reason?
I think it's from a pragmatic dad point of view. They take up less space, and I'm just like, why do you need such big trousers?
Okay, well, yeah, yeah, that's fair.
I think it's not like an exhibitionist point of view. It's just like it does the job, right?
It does the job.
Yeah,
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 and they're kind of comfortable.
yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
not snug.
And I've almost had like long swimming shorts in the past. They're a bit too long, and they get in the way on slides and stuff because they catch your knee.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense. Okay.
pragmatic point of view. But yeah, the weirdest experience. I haven't been to anywhere. Iceland, the leisure centre in Reykjavik. That is probably the strangest experience because it wasn't a naked swimming pool or sauna per se, which is now normal. It was that you had to strip naked,
Mhm.
shower with
Okay.
a lifeguard watching you,
Oh, really?
and then you could put your bathing costume back on to get in the pool.
Oh, really? Why? Any particular reason?
I don't know. It was the same as the skinny swimsuits in Europe. It's about hygiene. I don't know what it's about, but that was their thing.
Oh,
It was the
okay.
weirdest thing because I was like,
Were you okay with that?
well, I wanted to get in the pool, so I didn't
Yeah,
really.
exactly. I would be the same. I feel like fuck this.
I was a
You,
bit like,
I don't give a fuck.
do you want me? So I pull them off here, I shower, and then I put
Yeah.
put them back
Well,
on.
it's a
And they'd
strange
be like,
one.
Yeah.
Surely maybe keeping them on would have cleaned the swimming shorts too. I don't know.
I didn't understand it. That was probably the most irritating thing. But also just like it was like a seated area, and he was just sat there and he was just watching, and he was just like,
I think it's quite normal there though, isn't it? You know, Scandinavian countries, naked saunaing.
yeah, I've been in naked saunas
Have
and
you?
done like a different kettle of fish, but
How
being
is that different? Isn't that
what
worse?
why don't you just sitting there and everyone's facing the same way? No one's but there was just someone watching you showering, which is a bit weird. Iceland on the whole, for any followers, beautiful. Worth the weirdness.
Ah, yeah. I feel like maybe a sauna would have been worse.
Nah, it's dark. You really
It's
don't
dark.
know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you really don't know.
I feel like I don't know. Weirdly, the lifeguard would have been less stressful. I feel like it's his job as opposed to other people in the sauna.
Yeah. We see it's same as Spain, isn't it? It's one of the questions I always wonder. Now I'm a parent, is that it's kind of totally normal for girls to get their baps out.
Mm.
What point, or is it ever acceptable for like a dad and a daughter? Like, does it go full circle? They go through teenage years and then it's weird, isn't it? But is it totally normal? It's different society, different way of viewing it. And I'm just like, weird. I should ask my friends.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should. We'll find out for
Mm.
next week. You ask your Spanish friends.
Our Spanish friends. Yeah. It's
I
it's a societal norm, same as
please.
all these different places. And that's the thing. We're
And who's right and who's wrong? You know?
the Victorians is why we're so prudish. Bloody Victorians.
Let's even try. We could be on, nude beaches in Germany right now.
Exactly. Bloody Victorians with their prudish ways of segregation.
Yes.
Otherwise, God knows where we'd be.
I'm all for it.
You know?
Well, I think we better leave it there.
Think so.
uh,
Is that what the title of this video is going to be? Bloody Victorians.
bloody Victorians.
Bloody Victorians.
Do you want to lead us on a finishing um, mindfulness session?
Shall we end on a an appreciation?
An appreciation. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's one of those that I don't know, feels let's go with one appreciation of ourselves and then one appreciation of the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of ourselves and one. Okay. Um, let's do this. That doesn't transfer well on Spotify. I was wearing some funny glasses. They were my daughters.
Bloody
So one
Victorians.
one thing, bloody Victorians. One thing I appreciate about myself. That's so hard. I'm a particularly self-deprecating person. So
I think it's a trait of
totally wrong. One thing I appreciate about myself. Also, I don't like talking good about myself in front of others.
isn't it weird? But
Mm.
we should.
Also, as a friend, I find it hard to say nice things about you.
Isn't it weird? One of
It
the
is
like
good.
one things I keep coming back at is why is it so strange?
Mm.
I want to get it to be like normal.
Okay. Well, I've got one for you. I appreciate all the fun memories we've had from our youth. And I say growing up, but I'm including university in that, and it's still going strong. So that's good, and I appreciate that. I think it's a nice thing. Long live it, let it remain. Uh, but for myself, what do I appreciate for myself? Um, nothing really. Nothing. Hmm?
Come on,
Hmm. Nothing. Nothing.
come on.
What do I appreciate about myself? Are we talking physical, mental?
Up to you. Whatever you appreciate about yourself right now, it could be something small, something big, something
Hmm.
abstract.
Well, I have attempted to learn new skills fairly recently. So when I say new skills, I mean video editing, and something I've worked on, and it's been something I've been doing in the little free time that I've had, and it's getting better with time. So I feel like it's going to be getting better with more time. Right. My question to you, the same questions. Give me one thing you appreciate about yourself and one thing you appreciate about me.
I appreciate my my creativity and drive in making dreams come true.
Dreams come true, eh? Okay. Nice.
And I appreciate with you your your honesty and um, friendship.
Nice.
Um, yeah, what's the word I'm thinking of? Rawness about
Rawness.
the nakedness
Okay.
of of these chats. So
Thinking
uh,
raw. Okay, cool. So what you said about making dreams come true. What did you mean?
I am I'm a dreamer, so
Okay.
I like dreaming about. I've always been on a dream, and I continually work towards that dream.
So what's your dream?
Dream is to it's quite hard to compartmentalize. Probably the smallest element is to be, well, I think we've spoken about this, like feeling of freedom and control.
Okay.
Very much me. Um, like feeling in control, feeling free, and I'd love right now to be able to bring my children into a community that that kind of shares values, and hopefully that's going to come to fruition.
Whew. Nice. That's
The current dream, well, kind of always dream, but yeah.
okay.
And as part of that dream is spreading um diwylliant Cymraeg
Industry,
culture.
culture.
Isn't it weird that the word for culture in Welsh is to de-wild?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
wish? Wow.
like we must have been a wild old bunch back in the day.
That's been a wild one.
Like,
Probably was Wild West, I think.
yeah, Wild West, Druids. Then the Romans tried to give us a bit of culture. Then they failed, and the Normans tried. Are we really unwilded? I don't know.
Still animals, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right then, everyone, tune in for next week. Thank you so much for listening. We really, really, really appreciate it. We went into some great topics today about nature and about nurture and about friendship. Long may it parhau. What's
I
parhau in English? Long may it live on.
may continue.
May it continue. Thank you. So, everybody, make sure that you hit that like button and more importantly, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out loads. Stick around for episode 7, which will be coming up soon. Until next time, everyone. Bye.
Diolch yn fawr, noswaith dda.
Diolch yn